For the first time since the Dakota Laden and Nick Groff videos, Zak Bagans has posted a personal video to his Twitter page. The caption, "Huge announcement." And this was enough to cause the paranormal community to go into a little bit of a stir. And this video is not actually what everyone assumed it was going to be, and it is not Zak Bagans actually confronting or addressing these people directly. Instead, it is to promote his new season of Ghost Adventures, which in itself came with a little bit of a surprise change. A massive shout out to our channel members, as without the support from those guys, the things that we're able to do in our house and the videos that we're able to make just wouldn't be possible. And because of their small contributions, they also get exclusive perks like extra videos every single week, early access to videos, and regular shout outs just like this. So if you want to become a channel member, then be sure to get down in the description or the pinned comment where there will be a link. Anyway, back to the video. Here's the video that Zak Bagans posted to his Twitter account.
Hello everybody, Zak Bagans here. I hope you all are having a fantastic day, because I think I have something that might brighten it up even more. This news is probably some of the most exciting for me as well, for the whole team. Not only do we have a brand new season of Ghost Adventures on the way, this new season will be premiering on one of my favorite channels, Discovery Channel. And we have made some absolutely incredible paranormal discoveries. We have captured, I would say, some of our most incredible evidence to date. And I hope you guys are pumped up. I hope you are mentally prepared for this. So get ready. Brand new season of Ghost Adventures premieres Wednesday, May 31st at 10 p.m. on Discovery. We'll see you there.
As you can see, obviously he is promoting the brand new season of his show Ghost Adventures and talking about the change in channel. But before we get into that, I will show you the new trailer for Ghost Adventures and show you how it's going to be a little bit different.
Lake Mead. Why is there so much death associated with this lake?
Human remains were discovered.
Lake Mead is no longer what it used to be.
With every inch of receding water, another dark story is revealed.
Every little section's like a different booby trap.
You don't see that right here? I can't breathe. This is real fear.
Discovery Channel is the new home of Ghost Adventures, coming May 31st.
Now, as you can see from that, Zak has got a new show that will be premiering not on the Travel Channel as per usual, but instead on Discovery. Though it is worth mentioning that the Travel Channel does fall under the Discovery umbrella, and that is something that it seems from the comments a lot of people weren't very aware of. But it's very interesting that there was a channel switch. The change of channel has led to a lot of speculation, with people speculating that Zak has actually been pushed away from the Travel Channel because of the significant backlash that has come off the back of the Nick Groff and Dakota Laden video and everything that's been going on surrounding his quote-unquote exposing. And here's that video for anyone that may have potentially missed it.
Okay, let's get into this. I got all your questions. I sorted through them. Let me start off by saying this. I never had an NDA. I was not fired from Ghost Adventures. I never did, quote, a bad thing. I never cheated in a relationship that I was in. I was misled with the ongoing of Paranormal Lockdown. I kept my head up for 9 years. I pushed forward. I kept trying to move on, creating new hit shows. But the previous hosts that I used to work with keep trying to stop my career. So this is my story. This is from my perspective, and now I have to talk about it.
Okay, Rachel asked, this may be controversial, I know, but what was it like working on the GA team after the documentary and Fame hit? Just wondering if rumors are true about you-know-whose ego from experience. I questioned him once about how he treats his team and was blocked instantly.
In my opinion, this rumor is true. I witnessed it firsthand, and I saw him treat people just as poorly. This host was terrible to work with. It was an extremely hostile environment to work in, and also Dakota can speak on his experience with him too.
All right, this is from Glenda from Texas. Aaron has already explained why you were fired. You went behind Zak's back, started a new show without discussing anything with him. Trying to destroy him at this late date will do you no good, except she spelled no wrong.
I did not get fired. That is false. I did not go behind anyone's back. My contract allowed me to produce other shows, just like the other host who I was working with, who produced several other shows. This is simply jealousy, nothing to do with legalities.
There were multiple questions regarding whether or not you believe that you have been limited or blocked from appearing on Travel Channel.
In my opinion, I do believe I was blocked from the network and continuing my shows, specifically because of one host who I used to work with. And the reason I know this is because several executives I spoke to at the network said I can't come to that network as long as he's there. And also, years later, speaking to Dakota, who finally spoke out about it and confirmed it for me, that yes, when he was filming with this one host at a location, this host came into the room bragging, laughing, saying, ha ha ha, Nick's never gonna work in America again because I gave the network an ultimatum to choose him or me. So now, having that confirmation, this is the reason I'm speaking out today about it, because finally someone has the guts to talk about it publicly.
Marshmar1 says, I'm sorry, this was like 10 years ago. Move on with your life, stay out of the drama.
It's not drama when it directly impacts my life, my career, and my family. I wouldn't have to get involved in this conversation if this individual didn't continue interfering with my life.
There's a ton of questions wanting to know exactly why you left Ghost Adventures.
In my opinion, based on what I was told, a certain individual that I worked with called up the network and said he would not show up at the next location if I showed up. I was dragged along for 2 months and I kept being told, we don't need you at this next location. Then another week would go by, we don't need you at that location. Got to the point where I was dragged along for so long that my lawyer finally stepped in. He gave me a choice. I could either move on and make something better, create something new, or just be a sitting duck and just wait. So I chose to move on and create Paranormal Lockdown.
Okay, so this brings me to a bunch of other questions that have to do with Paranormal Lockdown. People want to know what happened to Paranormal Lockdown. Many of them are saying it was my favorite paranormal show of all time.
Paranormal Lockdown became one of the highest rated shows for the network at the time, and yes, it is true that a merger was occurring and we were kind of on hiatus, still filming, but then I was told by the network executives that we would continue Paranormal Lockdown into 20 episodes and keep going after it, but then suddenly, radio silence. We had to get on the phone, talk to the network, and try to figure out what is going on, because this is what I was being promised. And this brings me back around to what Dakota witnessed about a certain individual, a host who walked into the room bragging and talking about how he stopped Paranormal Lockdown. I believe I know what happened to my show, Paranormal Lockdown, but what do you guys think?
A lot of people have sent screenshots or even tagged us in the original tweets that Zak posted years ago, and it goes like this. Zak says, anyone out there who gets fired from a job for doing bad things can't use said job as a resume of achievements, total deception. He goes on to say, please for one time in your life do something 100% original, and then continues to say, disgusted to see someone using our show name, Ghost Adventures, to keep promoting shows and himself that we want absolutely nothing to do with.
Here's proof that he's putting out statements about me, talking about how I did, quote, bad things. Multiple people in the industry reached out to me and stated Zak called them and told them not to work with me. After speaking with Dakota, I learned that these patterns have not stopped. I believe that these rumors were used to try to hinder my career. And as far as him going on and saying I use Ghost Adventures for my resume, yes, it is part of my resume. I helped create the title Ghost Adventures. I edited it. I was a co-creator. I was in it for 10 seasons. I have every right to use Ghost Adventures on my resume. Bottom line, these are false statements and his way of trying to ruin my reputation.
Nikita asked, are you way happier now getting to investigate your way and have full control of what you're producing?
As you're seeing now, people in the industry are talking how difficult it is to move away from a network that's fully producing their project. I took matters into my own hands, gained full control over my project, Deathwalker, so this would not happen again. To answer your question, I'm way happier now. I have full control of my projects. I'm away from toxic people. There's no restraints. And I'm able to pursue my passion of real paranormal investigations with credible evidence.
What about the allegations in the media regarding you cheating?
These allegations are completely false. I have never cheated. I have never had an affair. In my opinion, these rumors and allegations were put out into the media purposely by a very hateful and jealous woman.
Chris says, how's the baby doing? I hope you all are happy and healthy.
I couldn't be happier. The baby is doing fantastic. All of his brothers and sisters are doing great. They all love each other. Tessa and I are extremely happy with our life right now, and we're growing together. We're working on new projects, and we're pursuing our passion. I could go on and on about why I have zero respect for these certain people that I worked with in the past. I have never allowed anything to stand in my way. Tessa and I will not allow anything negative to stand in our way with everything that we have coming up. I'm putting all these rumors to rest because, again, we're moving forward. Tessa and I have been doing this since we were little kids, and we look forward to continuing to bring you real paranormal content.
Now, looking into the comments, there was, of course, speculation because he forced out Destination Fear from the Discovery Channel, which opened up a spot for him and Ghost Adventures. Now, of course, that is pure speculation from a lot of commenters. That is not actually factual, but it is worth highlighting, again, that the Travel Channel is owned by Discovery. Therefore, Zak has not been removed from the network. But what's actually happened is Zak has just taken a sideward step into a new channel, where the network probably think Ghost Adventures would be a better fit for the new season. Personally, I don't think that anything that has been said prior to this has influenced this decision. This is probably just a very strategic business move, and they've probably seen that Ghost Adventures would be a better fit for the Discovery Channel as opposed to the Travel Channel. And there might be a bit of an overhaul for all we know. But I want to cover, of course, that all the points made in this video are mere speculation. This is not factual, and everything that is covered is a lot of speculation. But I've seen a lot of things circulating around the internet regarding this, and I think it was necessary to clear up the fact that Travel Channel and Discovery aren't two separate entities. They are, in fact, one and the same. From the looks of it, everyone's kind of settled into their new normal. Destination Fear has settled over on YouTube, with them collaborating with some of the biggest paranormal creators like the Paranormal Files recently, and also Sam and Colby. Nick Groff getting up to his new shows as well on other networks and different channels, and Zak Bagans just cracking on with Ghost Adventures. So as far as I can tell, I think the drama has ended there. I think everything that's been said has been said. I think Zak would have absolutely acknowledged what was going on, but I don't think there's any need for Zak to speak out against it, if I'm perfectly honest. I think he's probably just wanting to crack on with his career, and the other guys are also now just wanting to crack on with their careers. What do you think? Are you excited for the new Ghost Adventures season? Let me know down in the comments below. I think I'm going to be watching it because it does look like it's going to be pretty fun. It looks a little bit different. It doesn't look like it's going to be the typical buildings. It's actually the lake, and there is also some, from the trailer, it looks like there's going to be some mine shafts and underground kind of locations as well, which could be quite exciting. Could be a new direction that they're heading in, and who knows. If you have enjoyed this video, be sure to drop it a like, subscribe, and tickle my little bell so you get notified whenever we upload. And until next time, we hope that you've enjoyed, and we'll spook to you later. Peace.